Hey guys, welcome back. Drip Coach here, where we don't trust, we verify, and operate with integrity and transparency. Today we got a clip from the desk of Anthony Pompliano, where he's interviewing Max Brandsburg, the head of consumer product at Coinbase. And he's basically talking about a lot of the updates and changes and improvements that Coinbase is making in the crypto space. And I'm torn. So I think this is, on one hand, absolutely necessary for adoption. I think it's amazing what they're doing, and it will help people get onboarded and make it more seamless, because there is a lot of a learning curve, a steep learning curve, where sending something to a non-human friendly address, with all these different letters and numbers and different networks and sending it to the wrong one. Literally, I just did this from Binance to my Coinbase. I sent Bitcoin. I sent it on the wrong network. Luckily, I was able to get it back. And luckily, I did first a small test transaction. But even me, after been doing this for years, making videos, doing all this stuff, still can mess this stuff up. And I was able to get it back. It's a simple process on Coinbase to do so. It's all automated. But the point is, there are a lot of complexities built in, and what Coinbase is doing is a step in the right direction, I believe, and I salute them for it. On the other side, I understand the need for sovereignty and autonomy in controlling not your keys, not your crypto, and not don't trust but verify, all these different things. And I'm torn because I see the ease of use on this side to just leave my crypto here. And I do have a large amount because I'm using their DeFi products. And that's another thing. But I know that the trust piece is what got us into this problem in the first place with fiat. So all these centralized exchanges, they have, some of them are doing proof of reserve, some are doing a different version, some not complete. Like, the point is, we don't really know what they have, and they could indeed just be engaging in paper trade like we saw the FTX collapse. And yes, there's regulators and all this stuff they're supposed to protect against this. But at the end of the day, we don't know. And the only way you do know is if you remove it from the crypto exchange and move it to your MetaMask wallet, if it's a regular EVM chain compatible token, or to your cold storage wallet. And that way, hey, this wallet that I control, that I created, I have this crypto token. I can see that on the blockchain, verifiable. So that's the part where I'm torn, because again, like, on one hand, it's necessary. And on the other hand, because it's so necessary and because they're making it so easy, a lot of people are not going to self-sovereignty side. And who knows what the future will bring if some other collapse or black swan event from the middlemen always been the issue. But let's first just listen to a couple of the cool features that Coinbase has rolled out. And I even saw this when I watched this video live, saw it literally happening on Coinbase account. Oh, they changed that.
You're doing that, and hopefully can lift the bans in the next 4 states soon too.
Now, another area of these products that seems to be very hot and has now gotten a lot of liquidity and adoption across the industry is lending. Explain what you guys are doing on that front.
Yeah, so we recently launched a product that's DeFi-powered lending. So inside the Coinbase app, you can lend your USDC into Morpho-powered vaults on Base. Morpho is a borrowing and lending protocol on Base. You can lend that USDC into that Morpho-powered vault and earn about 8% back on your USDC. This is a pretty powerful product. It feels as simple and smooth as just holding USDC on the platform. You don't have to worry about kind of finding the counterparties, doing any of that. That's all handled by the protocol. And what you're seeing here is what I think of as the DeFi mullet. It's kind of the easy Coinbase experience in the front, DeFi in the back. And the power of that is we've seen all this innovation in DeFi over the years, over many years, amazing new products that are being built for borrowing and lending, trading, insurance protocols, all kinds of things. And those have not been exposed to the everyday retail customer. They're either too complicated, you have to move assets into a self-custodial wallet, whatever the factor is. And so we see that obviously being out on the vanguard of what's happening in crypto. We see all of this amazing innovation in DeFi, but we also see the barriers to distribution and adoption by mass market retail. So what we're doing with this DeFi lending product is enabling mass market retail customers to allocate their assets into DeFi and get the great benefits of that product with the trust and ease of use of Coinbase. So we've seen more than $300 million already lent through this product, which just launched, I think, less than a month ago. And so there's really strong adoption, clear demand for users to engage with these types of protocols. You get global, open, permissionless lending. That enables just better products, faster, easier to use, And so we're really excited about that. I think we're starting with USDC. I could see us expanding these types of earning capabilities to other assets and other protocols in the future as well.
You mentioned this DeFi.
So that is again, a really cool feature. I've been using Morpho since the beginning of this year for the most part, whenever they rolled it out. And I'm using it more than Ledin at the moment. I have way more in Morpho than I do Ledin. That's simply because of, again, this ease of use. And I'm torn because, it makes it so easy and I keep using it. But there's a part of me that goes, don't trust Brian Armstrong. Don't trust Coinbase. Not quite sure if the base network has the Bitcoin they have. I've done some research on this and dug into it. And supposedly the way the open source code works is those can be traced and be verified, but that's outside my wheelhouse. So I personally haven't dug into that. But I do agree that there needs to be a much simpler onboarding experience, and DeFi is the way to do things in the future. But this is not DeFi. I guess it is, right? So like you said, it says DeFi Mullet. So it's Coinbase in the front, DeFi in the back. So the user just goes in their Coinbase app and doesn't know that what's handling things behind the scenes is a DeFi contract. And if these DeFi contracts behind the scenes, like Morpho, are open source and can be verified by the public, then I say it's a win-win. But again, I'm just kind of torn, walking the line. But I am, full disclosure, heavily using the Morpho lending platform because this makes it easy. I have my Bitcoin that I'm dollar cost averaging on Coinbase. I use that to fund my day-to-day on expenses. I don't need to go anywhere else. So I don't need to move it to cold storage. Literally move from CA side to Morpho. I get USDC, I use the USDC, and I pay the super easy. I wouldn't doubt if Coinbase moves into bill pay at some stage. Well, it's a huge market that they're taking over and what crypto is offering up. But the part that I'm still torn about is trying to move into self-custody and sovereignty, as Jeff Booth would say, move my time away from the system, the control system. And technically Coinbase is all in crypto and Bitcoin and all this stuff and on the blockchain. So it's not quite the same control system, but in a way it still is because it's centralized, right? So like moving in the right direction, but not fully embracing ethos of what disruptive tech is trying to do. So just want to share that feature because I have not used the USDC lending. I don't keep enough USDC to actually lend it out. I'm kind of in the Jack Mallers camp. It's like, why hold a shittier asset? Just put all of my economic wealth in Bitcoin. I do a small amount dollar cost average into USDC because I do want to buy the dips. So I use that. But I haven't looked into if you can have what's sitting on your account for a spot order also earning yields. It is something to look into for people that do keep getting debanked and you're not all the way in Bitcoin. Then obviously that means you got to still pay your bills in fiat. See, much better fiat version to hold if you can get percent versus 0.05 your bank might be giving you. So I am in support of this, and I believe it is definitely necessary in the right direction, but just cautiously optimistic. Still don't know about Coinbase or Brian Armstrong, but we'll see. And again, it's necessary for the bulk of the world. So let me know what you guys think. Have you are you using Coinbase if you're in the US or abroad somewhere? Well, what your thoughts are on the borrow lending products and whatnot. All right, smash that HBO special, help brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, lift daily, achieve impossible. See ya.